Hi, this is Victor. Welcome to Vic 5 in Season 5, I think it is. Anyway, welcome to part 2 of the tractor build from Lego, and let's get started. Okay, so what do we have? So in the last part, we started with this, put this together, and so there we have that. And now I've laid out bag 2. This is bag 2. And as you can see, I've laid out all the parts. And I really like this method because it then shows you that I have all the pieces. For a moment there, I thought I was missing this piece here, but that was stuck in the wheel well underneath there. So there we have it. So now we have all the pieces and the wheels. Now, this is the leftover pieces, which we won't need, so I can put that aside right there. And then I can start with the part 2 of this tractor build, which will finish the tractor build. Okay, so I'm just going to set up the camera and we will then get ready to go. Okay, hang on. Okay, the camera's set. I'm going to now get started on this. I've got my instruction manual over here, and we can get started. I will just kind of push this in here, and I might take this guy out just because he might be in the way, and you won't be able to see what's going on if I do that. Okay, so there we have. So the first thing we do is that we take these two pieces and they go right on top of these parts. So I'm going to just put that on top there, put that on top there. So there it is. And then we can go to the next page. And then we have this part, which is going to go on the back over here. And it kind of goes, looks like it goes like that. There we go. Which is the back of the tractor. Okay. Then we have these two pieces, which goes right beside it. And that goes like that. And like that. So there we have it. Now I'm curious if the driver will fit in there. If I sit him down, he might have to sit him down. So you can kind of like put the driver in there, you know that? Which I might do now. Hang on. Put his coffee cup right. Well, let's see. Might have to take his coffee cup out. Hang on. I'm just going to bend his coffee cup. There it is. And put his there. And then we've got the driver kind of like in there. I think that will work best. So there's the driver in there. He's having our coffee. Okay. All right, so let's continue on. All right, so we've got these pieces, which are going to go on the top there. All right, so that's right there on the roof. And there we have that. So there's that. Then we have the roof going on. All right, and the roof goes on like that. It goes, yeah, hangs over. Yep, there we go. See that? Look at that. Okay. And continuing on, we have these pieces which are going on either side. They go like that. See right there? And like that. And then we have a whole bunch of small pieces. So hold on, I got to build something here. I got to start with this piece. And this piece goes on like that. And then these pieces go like this and like that. And then we have this piece that goes acrossways like this. Oh, there's something missing here. Oh, right. The hang on. There's 1, 2, and 2. 2 times. Whoops. We have 2 of these. Am I missing something? Okay, hold on. I thought I had everything placed here. We have this. Oh, duh. Sorry. There's this. And then what goes on top of that? This piece. Does it really fit? I don't think it fits. I wonder if I have this positioned wrong. Hold on. Nope. I think this is correct. It just doesn't match there, which is why is that? What am I doing? What am I missing here? I've got this, then these two pieces are there, and oh, right, duh. Okay, so I have to put this first, then this. This first, then that. Now this. So yeah, see that? And then these things at the end, and this at the end. So that's how it goes. Okay. And then where does this go? This goes on top of there. So this goes, oh, kind of like here. It goes like that. Going on. There. Okay, there we go. And now we have this big piece, which goes, according to this, it goes right there. Oh, well, how does that go there? Oh, well, there it is. Okay. Isn't that cool looking? All right. Anyway, let's continue on. We have these pieces that are going to go in the front here, and they go just like that. Okay. So there we have that. And then we have these four pieces. Oh, we got to build something else again. So I'll put this down. And what I have to do is I have to take one of these, and I have, they kind of go, let's see, like that. And then this goes like that. So this goes there. This goes kind of opposite, like that. Then we have these pieces going like this. See, like that. And then this piece going like this, so it's open. Okay. And then we have, we have, hold on, 4, and why does it have there and there 2 times? Well, that's strange because I only have 4 of these. 2 of these. Oh, I'm missing something. Duh. Again, hang on. It's this piece that goes in the middle. And then this piece goes like that. Oh, whoops. Yeah, like that. So there's 2 of these. Okay, so. Okay. And then this piece goes like that. Hold on, whoops. And like that. Okay, so now we got 2 identical pieces, and they go on the side. They're going on the side over here, and they're going to match, how far? Oh, they're matching the window height. So right here, see there, and, whoops. There. There we go. Okay, moving on. Now we got these things. Okay, so these things go in front here. Okay, so they're going to go right here. Oops. Right there and right there. And so they're going through them up these things, which go, does it really matter which way? No, it doesn't. Okay, so these things go in here. Hang on. There. Almost easier to put these things in first before you put this on here. But anyway, I'm just following the order. There. So there they are. Okay, so now we have this piece. 2 of these pieces. And these 2 pieces go on the inside, and they go like that. And like that. So there we have that. See that? Yep. Okay. And we have this piece, which goes in the front of that, kind of like there. Whoops. Okay. So there we have that. Okay. Now we have a red brick. Oh, the red brick goes in the middle. Okay. Holds the whole thing down. There we go. And we have this round thing. This round thing goes in the front. And we'll just see how that fits in. I think it's like, well, there we go. There we go. I guess we're building the engine. And then we have 8 of those things on top. Ah, we have 8 of these things. So, whoops. Again, I think it would have been easier to just put this thing on before I put the brick on, but whatever. Whoops. See? Okay. And there's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then what are we left with? Yep, next page. So I can just put the page here. Whoops. Will that work? Okay, I guess it will. Now we have to put this thing. We've got this. We've got to put this in the front. It's these ones here. Oh, it's the back. Sorry. The back. And it goes like that. So the back goes here. Okay. And the back there. Hang on. There. There. Okay. And there. Okay. So what else have we got now? The oh, we got this thing here. That goes according to this, it goes in the, okay, I've got to line it like this, and we have this one that goes in the middle. So this one goes right in the middle in here, through the middle. Okay, so there it is. Now let's flip the page and see where we are. Oh, we're making the stack. Okay, so we got this here. Actually, I can read a bit over here. Anyway, so we have this, and then we have this. Hold on. Yep, 2 times. Interesting. And then we have this, which goes in one of these things. Okay. Then we have another one of these things that goes on top. Okay. Then we have this that goes on top of that. Hold on. We have, oh, we have this that goes first in here. This tiny piece right there. Then we have this going on top of that. And yeah, and then this goes in here. It goes in the lower one. According to this, it looks like it's the 4th one down here. So they're right here. So kind of like there. There. Okay. See? Okay, going on. We have this piece that is going, let me see, where is this piece going? It's oh, right. Okay, this piece is going right over here on that side. And then this piece is going over here, right there. And then we have these plastic pieces, which is going here, just one. See right there. And then moving on, we have this piece that goes like that. It goes over here. See that? See that right there? And then this piece goes, curves on top, and it goes kind of like that. There you go. See that? Okay. Then we have this round piece that goes, oh, that's interesting. So this goes along here, and it goes on the top of this. So it's kind of like, if I see, let's see here. It's, it should end should end over here. So if we're gonna just put it like this, will it fit? Yep, it does fit. Tricky though. See? There we go. Okay. Now we got to make something. Hold on, before we do this, we have to take one of these and we have to put one on either side. Looks like there and there. So we're doing this and this like that. And then we're having these two things, putting on the end like that, like that. Then we have this that goes in the middle of this, okay? And then we have this that goes on the edge like that. And then we have two of these things that go on either side of this, okay? So there and there. So we have this piece. And I think that's the hood part. And that hood goes, according to this, it goes here. I think it goes in there. Actually, it does look like it goes, see, it goes into this thing here. So kind of like, hold on. There. So as you can see, flips up. There, flips up, down. There we go. Okay, so now we have this piece. And we put in one at the bottom, okay, one at the next bottom, okay, we're right there, and then one on the top, right here. And then this piece goes on this side, so I think it's going to go like that. Yeah. Hold on, I have it at an angle. Let me just fix that. There we go. So there. Okay. So there we have it there. Okay. And moving on, next page. We have this that goes, looks like it goes in this corner. Oh, it goes on here. According to this, it goes right there. Yeah. How far below? Yeah, this was about right. Then we have this piece that goes like this over here on this side. And then this piece as well that goes right down here. See, right there. Okay. And we have, again, on this piece we have underneath here, we have this going here. And we have this piece going here, like that. And then this piece, again, going on this side, like, oops, turn it. There, see that? And probably, oh, we're getting pretty close to the end there. Okay, so we have that piece going there. So the other half of this. So just like that, we're going to put that in place basically there. I think that's in. Okay. And then we have these two pieces. So it's looking pretty good. Look at that. You can start to see that tractor, huh? Okay. Let's just take a close look. You got the driver inside. Okay. And then we have these pieces, and this just goes on top like that. And then this piece goes on the top. And according to this, it clicks in place. Does it? Oh yeah. See, there's a kind of a C there. So we have this kind of thing that clicks in place like that. Let's see if I can click it. Yep. So see it. So there you have it opening up. Okay. See that? Okay. Anyway. The next part is we have these things, which are attached with this. So we have this thing in there, okay, and then we do this, oops, we do the second one like this. Oh, I think these are mirrors. Yep, that's what they are. they're mirrors, and they go in here. Hold on. So these are mirrors. That's what they are. See that? And you can adjust them. All right. So we'll just adjust them so that they're realistic. Okay. And now we have the wheels. Okay. So these wheels, these are like, look at that. It's kind of a rubber. And we just put these things in. I'm not exactly sure how. They just kind of fit in. A little bit trickier. I'm not sure if there's one way up. There. And you almost need a tool. There we go. Okay, that was a little interesting. Okay, there's one wheel. I'm not sure if there's a trick to this thing, but okay. We just have to kind of like work it. And work these ones in. See, this part is easy. This part. The tricky part is this part over here, just pushing this in place. See? And there it is. Okay. These are really cool wheels. Look at that. Plastic. I mean, sorry, rubber. Okay. So then we have the big ones are definitely easier than the smaller ones. There, look at that. And one more. Okay. Yep, definitely the bigger ones are easier. Just put that in place, push that kind of there, there, there it is. Yeah, okay. So now these go in the right way. We've got to make sure that these go in this way. And then these are the stoppers. See? So what happens is that the small wheels, of course, go here. And I'm just going to put this in. And then there's a stopper. I don't think there's a direction that you need to go with. They look almost identical, so I'm just going to put the stopper in place. See? There we go. Then this one is in here. Put the stopper in place. See that? There. Okay. Same with the big wheels. Okay. Put the stopper in place. There, that's in. And one more. Stopper in place. Oops. So you can see there, and the stopper in place there. And then the final piece is these things. And so these things go, I think, just kind of like, hold on, there. And then the other one, kind of like there. And that completes the tractor. Okay, you can take the roof off, but I don't like to bother because we have the driver in place. The mirrors got moved out of place. The mirrors are back there. There it is. That's actually a cool looking tractor. You know, I'm glad it's green, kind of like that Deere model tractors. Works well. Look at that. And there it is. All right, there's the. So let's take the camera off and get a good close-up view of it. And there we have the tractor. And it's looking pretty good. All right, and it looks just like this. And we'll just turn this around. So there you get it. There. Oops. But yeah, all completed. Okay. So there you have it, a tractor build, which was, I think, about basically maybe an hour and a half at most, you know. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you in my next episode. Don't forget to stay tuned for the next Lego project, which is going to be the Lego Back to the Future. That's going to be fun. Okay, so, and don't forget to subscribe, and thank you. And okay, bye-bye.